Okay, we are live and we are back. We're talking about the TS22K account that we cover alerts on our platform. And today, this is the daily portfolio share for the 22K account. It's the YouTube edition today, something new and exciting that we are starting. So let's get our TS host Sophie with us too, and let's catch up with her quickly. So I've just sent you an invite, Soph, and I will see your face very, very soon. Also, let's just wait for a few members to join us as well.
Hello.
Sophie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Fantastic. Yeah, also doing really well. Doing good.
Yeah,
Doing good.
it's exciting. I just heard your intro there that we are going to start launching the YouTube channel and getting these out for everyone to watch on there too. It's really exciting.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's a long time coming, a long time in the plan. We're finally ready to just show YouTube what we're made of and give them a little snippet into what TS members get daily from our subscription service. So this is more or less everything you can expect daily, Monday through to Thursday at least, for our TS account coverage, which we have an alert service for. That subscribers can benefit from. So we just want to give a little insight into that on Thursdays. There'll be a few things I guess we'll hold back. It won't be as long an episode because this is meant to just be a taster. But yeah, super excited. Cool. Everything good your side? How is it?
Everything's good. A funny one today because our little sister was out doing equestrian things, so I went to help her out. But that's the beauty, our US markets don't open till the afternoon. Got my whole mornings to do some things, some nice things, free time, and then get my head down this afternoon. So yeah, really, really nice day actually. How about yourself?
Sounds great. Yeah, a lot of work on this morning. I did manage to. So I'm for everyone that's not following along, I'm living in Portugal currently, the south coast. And so we've got some warm weather here today. Managed to get down to a beach this morning. So it's nice to have my breaks. Yeah, walking on a nice beach. Plenty of wind here though, south coast, south and west. Over here in Sagres, a lot of wind. So really fun. Yeah, exactly. I was watching them a lot on the lunch break and stuff. Apart from that, I can't complain. All good. So without further ado, let's give everybody an insight into what we do. Yeah, and I will start by sharing my my account. Let's start with something exciting. Here is our brokerage account, holding the 22K portfolio. That, as I mentioned, this is the subscription service, follows all the alerts for this account, and you get a daily video on management. So, are you seeing that okay, Soph? I've just now gone off the screen so I can just look at my notes in my brokerage account. What I just wanted to start by saying was for the intro of this, for everyone on YouTube and everyone that hasn't been following. So today, Tuesday, 13th June, 2024, I'm going to talk you through my daily routine for this account live on air. Everything that we need for this account management, which involves things like a quick market health check, just to see why the market's doing what it's doing or what it has done previously, which is super, super important, as we'll get into in a moment. And opening new positions, closing winners, closing losers, of course. Losers happen. Losers are a part of any good trading plan, and managing them, more importantly. And then, of course, then logging all of our trades into our TS spreadsheet. So stuff like that. And yeah, the idea behind this daily show is to give you a window into the reality of income trading, a mechanical system. It's just a rinse and repeat strategy, okay? Therefore, it takes just 45 minutes daily. So 45 minutes to manage, okay? And typically this is only for 2 days or 3 days a week. This isn't an everyday thing. This isn't a day trading thing glued to your screen. We're talking about passive income here, Okay, with the goal of consistently making over 2% monthly. So yeah, if that sounds good to people following, then stay tuned. We're gonna get into it.
Well said. Yeah, full transparency there. Really exciting project, and yeah, can't wait to watch you go through these management rituals.
Good stuff. Exactly. Good stuff. Great to have you by my side and asking all the good questions, keeping it grounded. So we're starting off here with a quick market health check. Disclaimer, okay, is that we don't use this to execute our positions, okay? This isn't why we enter a position, okay? What we're doing here is understanding perhaps when we shouldn't trade one day because markets might have done something odd. Or more importantly, we're going to look at data points that come out. There's an economic calendar that shows you in a week when the federal government are going to talk, when they're going to do things, when reports are going to come out for things as well, economic data points, and I'll get into all that in a moment. But these are just indicators, okay? So first thing that we look at, price chart at the top box here. You've got candlesticks, which I hope everyone's familiar with. If not, give them a quick Google. You can very quickly understand these. Up days, down days. The red ones are down days. What I want to focus on, though, is that we're still making new highs. The market is very complacent. The market has been pushing up. We hit a brand new high yesterday, okay? 5454.50. This is the ES futures prices. Still in the SPY, which is the stock for the overall market. You'll see the same. So it just bears caution. Don't go too long. And for us as options traders, we talk about delta. Keep your delta in track. Keep your direction in track. Let's stay neutral, because perhaps even neutral to the lower end, maybe bearish, because this market is looking quite hot right now, you know. So that's the simple indication that this is giving me. What's happening today? This red candle here, we've opened up higher and then we've sold off a little bit. So no new highs today. Simple as that. Can you see these like golden to yellow ribbon or orange ribbon down here? We've got some moving averages as well, which act as sticking points. So you can see over in these months here, will it be April, sort of May area? You can see how they act as sort of resistance areas for traders. Yeah, it's like a general consensus throughout the millions of people trading different strategies. These tend to work. These tend to be sticking points. And so we can see that we cleared the sticking points, the resistance, and it's kind of been blue sky above here now. And then also over in the left side of the chart, you can see Jan to Feb to March, we were all above this these four moving averages, okay? Just, I guess the name of the game here is just trend. It's sort of just saying, you know, things look healthy. The chart isn't breaking down. Moving on then, just to these three indicators down here. And really, guys, this is just indicators. We're not technical analysis traders here. We're not going to spend long on this. What we are going to really spend more time on is options maths, options probabilities, okay? And just to plug our fantastic course really quickly, Zero to Hero course for beginner traders. Go to our platform at TS and you can go and acquaint yourself with fantastic course me and Sophie put together, which covers from Zero to Hero and what options are and why they're just so superior. The best thing that I've found, yeah, why they're mechanical. So yeah, that's the good stuff. This stuff here is just an indicator. So we've got a squeeze indicator, which just simply means, is price range bound? So is it squeezing? You can see with my crosshairs here, all this area here would just be called a squeeze. It just means that it's not trending up. It just means that it's sticking around a point, all right?
Okay.
So you can see that we've been in this squeeze because the bar turned color, dark blue, and started to come down, 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 down. And it's a lagging indicator, so that's why you cannot use these things to trade. But it just paints a picture of what happened or what is just about happening now. And interesting to point out, we're coming out of this squeeze now, so we turned over to this light blue, which means it's a change in trend. And secondly, if I make this larger, we've got a MACD. I'm sure all the technical analysis traders out there will be familiar. Can you see how we're gaining momentum now? You can just simply see it's very just sort of paint by pictures. It's not, it's quite an easy thing to read. Don't get too carried away with it. Two larger bars here. We're coming out from red. We're going higher. It means it's an indication that we're gaining traction now and going higher. Okay. And finally, overbought. We got a stochastic down here, and it's a stochastic. It just shows us from 0 to 100%. Which direction are we? Are we overbought or are we oversold? And so over here we can see we've gone over this 80 percentile line, which I like to watch on the upside. And what I'm waiting for now is to see if this comes up again. Over here in May, we had this bearish indicator. So this sort of red arrow just said to us, hey, be careful. This market looks like it's not finding any more buyers. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I think just to say quickly, obviously from my standpoint as a beginner and having gone through your course, it's just awesome to kind of just break it down pretty simply. It's not something to be overwhelmed by looking at a market analysis. And like you said, still just indications. So yeah, thank you for that. It was really, really simple to understand.
Brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, it's exactly well said. Well said. It's we use the options maths and probabilities. These are indicators, of course it has its relevance and importance, but when it comes down to making profit and trading rules, we are not that type of trader. But I know this is really helpful content, basically, for people just to understand. So, and that's it. That was the daily chart. Sometimes we like to look at the weekly as well. Let's just look at that, bring that up as last thing. I actually do prefer to do this, go over, scale it, but I love to look at the weekly chart because it's more data. And so you can see here, it's a slower moving thing. Yes, we've got the highs that we saw on the daily, but you can see how price in this same area in that month of April. Oh, sorry, actually that's 2023. Yeah, so remember in April we had this breakdown here. See how in the weekly it didn't even test that first moving average. So the daily traders might have panicked, whereas the weekly traders would have just said, like, this is nothing on the Richter scale, right? Just relax.
Sure.
Moving on then, because I really want to get to the options content, but I just do think that this is this is part of the daily routine, and I said that we'd cover this. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment, bring our beautiful faces back on for a moment, and I want to go to the economic calendar and just point towards a couple things happening today, Thursday, June 13th, and then that'll be it. Anyone that saw my daily video yesterday, that wouldn't have been YouTube because it's YouTube's only Thursday, remind everybody. But that would have been on the membership channel. Members would have seen my video for yesterday on this coverage. We had some really important data points, CPI and the Fed talking. I really don't like to get into the weeds of this stuff. I don't want to get too detailed, but it is important just to state that these things are happening. So if you're going to put on new trades, Soph, don't do it on a Wednesday. That's plain and simple is the purpose of this. It's not what numbers came in, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just that. So what's happening today then? We had a jobless claims number, 8:30 a.m. ET time, so Eastern American, and then we had a PPI. The one I just want to comment on is the jobless claims, okay? I wrote a couple of notes for jobless claims. So the prediction that they had, consensus, which is here, 222,000 was this initial claims level. consensus range could have gone up to 235. The actual was 242. So this could be very problematic. So you had the federal government speaker Jerome Powell came out recently saying the jobs data in America continues to be very strong. That's not a good thing for interest rates, simply put. There needs to be more weakness in this report number to give the Fed cover to start lowering the rates. So this, I would assume 242,000, which beat the consensus range. How do you think the market would react to that? I would say that is sort of probably bullish for the market. Let's see how the rest of the week pans out. But that if that's not showing weakness, then the Fed government probably aren't going to start lowering rates, and so you would think that's how they would react. So yeah. Next up, I really just wanted to say that if you trade this way and check your economic points, you would know not to be trading as soon as the market opened. You would want to wait for this just to settle down, wait for the PPI as well, and then make your decisions once that data's like baked into the price, so to speak. Really simple stuff. The final thing to point out is 12 o'clock midday Eastern time. You've got a Fed speaker, John Williams, speaks. I really can't tell you about John Williams's credentials. I don't think we need to know, but for our sake, for our motives. But it is important to know that he is a federal speaker. There's been a blackout period currently in the market, currently in the US, and meaning there was nobody talking. There were no comments from these high-powered decision makers. They are now back, so expect to see them in your economic calendar moving forward. And that's it. And that is it. Next up, let's get into some trading. So we've done our market commentary. We know where we're at today in the market. We're now going back to trade. So to tastytrade. Okay. Here's our portfolio. Positions tab. We use tastytrade as our software. Fantastic brokerage. Cannot recommend them enough. If you can show me a better software, I will jump ship and find it. But there's nothing better out there right now. All right, so let's do this. Okay, we trade the MES. So we trade futures. Again, 22K account portfolio. This is the micro minis. So the regular futures. So this is futures on the S&P, by the way. The regular ES is the futures price. And now we've got a micro mini. So it's a different multiplier, a different options. It's a smaller options multiplier. It's fantastic for people with smaller funds. If you want to learn more, again, I'm going to plug our fantastic service and our education that we have with Trade Social. So kicking off then, expiries for June 21s. I'm not going to say a lot here. This is the vertical part of our 112 trading that we do. We expect to actually lose on these verticals, and I'll quickly touch upon why. It's a natural hedge. So we trade a strategy, and we trade predominantly it's the naked puts. So we're bullish with naked puts. Okay, that's where we make our ratio, the 2, and then the one side ratio of 2 to 1. That's where we put our money in the vertical. And we expect to hand a little bit of profits back. And why is that? The markets are cyclical. The markets over 2-3 years, they go through a cycle. We don't know, we can't pinpoint the month or even the year, but when prices reduce back down and you have a small correction, we're going to need these verticals in place to hold our profits in place, okay? We're looking at a 10 to 15% move down. And other than that, we just expect to lose on this portion of the trade. In this June 21, we're looking at, I don't know, a $45 loss in this vertical, a really cheap amount of money to pay for insurance, let's say. And we made more than a 2 to 1 ratio on our profit side. The naked put, we brought in about, off the top of my head, about $150. So of that 150, we're going to pay a small insurance payback for this little bit. Anything to add, Sophs?
No, I think you covered that perfectly. Really, when you look at the grand scheme of things, it's not creating too much of a risk. It's essential part of management to keep things neutral, as you were mentioning about the delta earlier on. And yeah, small amount, small loss for a bigger reward.
Yeah, well said. And plus, yeah, what I'm mentioning, the Delta 2, I should just say that it makes our Delta neutral too. We are neutral, portfolio neutral, as well as neutral in our individual trades as well. The vertical, of course, that's a good addition to say. That keeps us neutral. We're not just bullish with our naked puts all the time, because we know that, hey, that'll serve you well in the short run. But if you want to be around long enough in this game, if you want to be a professional trader, and if you want to make this your life skill, which is something we're really interested in teaching people, then you need to hedge. You need to have delta neutrality, because otherwise, all those lovely years worth of profits or months worth of profits, it's going to be painful when the market does adjust. So yeah. June 28th. I'm not going to say much more on any more vertical positions, just because I want to get through this quite quickly, and I want this to kind of feel like it's kind of a realistic time frame too. You know, I said to everyone that it takes about 45 minutes to go through management, so let's try and stick to that. June 28th, it's a vertical. It was slightly bigger position, so we've got 2 contracts, and we're expected to lose a bit more on that. We have already closed the naked put winner for the June 28th. Moving on to the July 31s, same deal here. We are expected to hold that loss. Just want to mention actually the DTEs, because obviously options hold expiries. We have got 48 days on our July 31s. And whenever you see our verticals, typically know that we don't take them to expiry. So we want to get in the practice of closing these. We don't want any stock risk in case ever these are in the money and blah, blah, blah. We like to take these off at 1 or 2 days to expiry. All right, I'm going to skip through these verticals. Everyone can kind of pause the video if you want to see more details. Let's get down to a juicy 112, our typical strategy. So August 16th. We're holding 64% almost winner in this. And how long have we had the trade on for? 35 days. So we've made almost 2% daily on this trade for holding this for 35 days, which is well above our targets of 1% daily. So we're super, super happy with this, with the August 16s. We're holding it still because we shoot for 90% winners on our naked puts. Open to, what does that mean for us? $102 profit is what we're holding currently with that.
Awesome.
Skipping past another vertical, down to the September 20s. It's a 112 trade, slightly larger though, so we scaled it up. So it's a 633 in terms of contract numbers, but it's still a 1-to-2 ratio. We've got lovely profits here in the naked put, $198. We've been in this trade for 29 days, and we nearly made 38%, so over a percent a day. That's our target. We'd really, really chuffed for this one. Nothing to do here. Again, 90% is what we shoot for, unless, here's the caveat, when it comes to paying ourselves, because we are income traders, the last week of the month, we tweak a few rules. I'll just say that to make sure we hit our target. So we have certain things that we do. Moving on, September 20s, really nice profit here, Soph, in this one. 42 days within the trade, we made our goal of over 1% a month. Holding it, nearly 66% for 42 days, and for our account size, that translates to $265 profit, which is fantastic. Moving on to August 16s, which is here. It's larger contracts again. This is one of our bigger positions, an 844. We are holding 45% profit, and we've been in the trade for 28 days. So we've got another winner there that we're sitting on, which is lovely. August 30s here, a 633. Nothing to do here. We've been in the trade for 8 days, and we're at 24% winner
Wow.
already.
Look at that. That's going to be really nice to watch that one play out. Fantastic.
Yeah, totally. Just sitting there cooking. Yeah, exactly.
It always blows my mind that you can make such a fast return, you know, like from the traditional way of learning about stocks, and that's looking like a 5, 10, even 20-year wait for your return. And here in options, you know, over 8 days. That's fantastic.
Yeah, well said. Well said. We typically stay in our positions for 60 to 90 days. So it's like 2 or 3 months where it takes us to hit our 90% goal. But we ladder these trades on so that 2-3 months ago, we're going to be taking off those trades and then putting on new ones so that we can eventually start paying ourselves monthly. It takes you 2 or 3 months when you start a portfolio. Yeah, and we kind of just rinse and repeat, recycle our money. It's an income trading system. It's not the traditional stock system. So, okay, where are we now? Skip past the vertical. We've got a 633 here. I'll highlight it for everyone. November 15th is the expiry, 633, and we are over 1% a day again, just slightly. 21 days open, and we've made 22%, which means $161 we're sitting on. These are unrealized. This is just we're waiting for our profit target, or we're waiting for the end of the month. Last few then, before we finish with our trading log and start showing you results and things, and because there's no trade to take off today, I believe. October 18th, we're looking at 61% for 42 days in the trade. That's $144 profit. Next, October 18th, we have got 43% profit holding, and that's 35 days in the trade. We've made over our 1% daily target, a 1% gains target, which is really nice. That means to our account size, which is a 22K account, $96, which we're holding in the trade. Fantastic. Skipping over this September 20, and I rename this whilst I'm here. This is now a vertical because we've closed the naked put, so that's going to disappear down here. Yeah, we've talked about verticals at length. Don't need to say more on that. October 18s, we've got a larger one, an 844, still a 2-to-1 ratio. We are holding 30% profits in this trade, which to us means I'll highlight it for everyone, $230 profit we're holding. We're only been in the trade for 29 days. And then down here, September 20s, 72% for 49 days trading. That's a 422. Another vertical down here, which we don't need to talk about. And finally, our hedge. Hold on. Let's make this cleaner for everybody. I'm going to hide everything and just show the hedge. August 16th is the cycle I choose for hedging. I typically go out 60 days to 90 days. And all I want to say here, I really can't give everything away on YouTube. We've got to bring some people over to subscribe. But this was to reduce our delta. We like to keep things neutral, as we said earlier in this live. And yeah, we hedged a portion of the portfolio to bring the delta back down. This is a put, so we bought a put. And as the markets have continued up higher, we made lots of new highs this month and last. We got a small loss, 57% loss that we're holding, which means a loss of 397. But remember, we've still got 2 months left to hold this trade for, and therefore we aim to make 2-3% monthly in this account. It's going to more than pay for this insurance if this insurance comes off as a 58% loss or 60% loss or something. So again, it's another ratio style of trading. How's that, Soph? Anything I've missed?
Yes. Sure. No, I think that was super comprehensive today. I was just thinking to myself that already start of the month, what a fantastic month that you're having. It's going to be awesome to see your end of month. I get really excited now for these, the beginning of the month and the end of the month lives that we're creating, and just to see where these profits are, whether we're hitting our targets, and where they end up lying. What's the realized profit in the end? It's really exciting.
Yeah, well said. Me too. It's hard to sit on my hands right now and not take profit, and just trade mechanically. You know, we want 90%. If we don't have it, don't do anything, unless it's the last week of the month, and then you have license to do something. It's like, yeah, we don't want to spend much time in the account. We just look at it, trade, check on things, move on, and that's it. We're going to go to the trade log now just to wrap everything up. We've been live for 31 minutes-ish, so I'm trying to stay true to my 45-minute target, even when we've been waffling and catching up. So, yeah, that's good. Where's my trade log? All right, I'm going to stop sharing here and bring our faces back on just for a moment. Trade log, TS trade log for the 22K account. Are you seeing that all right, Soph? Can I crack on?
I've got it there, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
always got to check these things. Where to start then? Let's just blow our own trumpets for a moment, humbly so, just to say that we started this account April, and we didn't have a full month in April, and we still made 2.29%. Pretty good over our goal of 2%. And then we continued on to, we started, by the way, this was our initial deposit, 26K, and we've been taking some profits out. You'll see in this column N, you'll just notice if people are pausing the video and looking at more details, you'll see that's where we took money out. So we're now at a 22K account, but just for full disclosure, but still these percentages are relevant. In May, we hit we really hit it out the park and got a 3% month, which is fantastic. And we currently are sitting on 1% this month. We've closed one naked put for 242 profit. Yeah, so looking pretty hot for June. As you can see, we got a lot of unrealized money that's waiting for us to take at the end of this month. I'm very confident that you're going to see us document another 3% month in June. Yeah, and when we do, we will replace them with some fresh new trades and just start the cycle all over again. So yeah, total account for the total percentage for the whole account is 5.43%. Normally over here, I don't know what's happened, but we should have the SPY off memory. It's around 10%, give or take a bit. So we're actually, I think it's down to 8 now, 8 or 9. Anyway, that's that's the marker, isn't it? So we're trading against. So let's see where we are at the end of the month. I mean, typically SPY has been outperforming and it's been doing very well. But you said it earlier, Soph, is that stock trading can be a very slow grind. Certainly not an income trading method. So you can get very stuck. So in the long run, much prefer trading options. So 5.43%. Yeah. What I'll suggest is the whole purpose of this is to plug away our fantastic subscription service and courses and things over at Trade Social. Please find the link wherever we decide to post it on our faces or below in the comments. Get yourself over to check out the links for this trading log, which all members get full access to 24/7. They get their own sharing link, so you can find more details there and follow us in real time, along with alerts for the subscription service. And like I said, Monday to Wednesday, daily videos where we go into a bit more depth market analysis and things. And we trade live. We actually take off positions and open and close positions and anything we need to do live. That's where you'll see the live action trades, I should say. And then of course the course, last thing, Zero to Hero course, fantastic beginners trading course where I took Sophie through from beginner. I can't call you zero, but knowledge-wise, people who are starting from a lower end level or intermediate, it still works. Talking people through what the hell are options, why the hell we talk so much about them, why we're so excited about them, and why they are superior. And then we get into the strategies and how to actually become an income trader. So yeah, that is everything over at the subscription service. Currently we're doing it for monthly price of $79 a month, which I think for the content we provide, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty confident that it'll work. So there you go. Do you want to add anything? Was that a good plug?
Nothing to add there. Guys, just go and check it out. I am living proof that it works. So yeah, it's definitely changed my life. And like you said, rinse and repeat. I mean, come on, what's better than that? Once you know it, lifetime skills.
Lifetime skills, yeah. Well said. Yeah, life and lifestyle too. Check out the Instagram. Really enjoying these hashtag trade travels that we're posting up. We're encouraging all members to just share their office, which is hilarious. Me and Sophie try and post daily with it too. Sophie's feet up on a van when you were traveling last month in Madrid and just checking on your portfolio using Hotspot. And then I was driving my car through Portugal and Spain last week. I managed to get a hashtag trade travel. Yeah, it's funny and yeah. So okay, finishing up here. I wanted to show off our so far this year, 1,489 in a 22k account. And I'll leave this goals section. I can't give. Perhaps we'll cover that next Thursday. But let me stop sharing. Let's get back to wrap up this show. My camera dies. Why has my camera died? If I can get my camera, here we go. We're back. That's everything I wanted to cover in less than 45 minutes. We've seen our daily routine. Everyone knows where to reach us. We'd love to see people, new faces over on our membership service. We're going to be doing this every Thursday, so please check back. Sophie and I every Thursday reviewing this alert service account, 22k.
And if you're interested in watching a complete beginner start to scale their own portfolio, then you can always jump on a Tuesday or watch the playback. And that will be me going through my own portfolio with everything I've learned from the incredible beginner options trading course that we offer on Trade Social. And it's just super transparent and fully raw. I think we're right in saying, right? It's amazing. I've got your eyes on the portfolio. And we are trial and erroring as I go, and I'm having a really, really good year already. So if you're interested in that, then definitely jump on.
You really are. You and a couple other students too. I love that. Such a fun show. Really love the student portfolio shares. It's less kind of analytical. It's more the real raw realities, right? Of this is now practical. You've learned everything you need. You've flown the nest. And there's just great questions. It really is a fun place to hang out, ask questions, and find out. The more people we can get towards that, the more people more interaction we can get, the more Q&As we can start achieving and stuff. But yeah, really fun show. That happens. When does that happen? So if that happens on a Tuesday. Tuesdays every week.
3:30 GMT time.
Wicked. And we'll let everyone know where to find us. Okay. if you're happy, that's us. That's us done.
Yep.
That's Thursday in the books. And so we will see everyone again on a Tuesday for portfolio shares. And then, yeah, to all TS members, I will see you tomorrow. I don't think I've got any more alerts to post, but thanks, everybody. Really fun to be on YouTube. Cool. Welcome, TS, to YouTube. All right. Speak to everybody soon. Bye-bye.